Hello you guys, what is up? Welcome back. Hope everyone watching is doing well. Hope you guys are all taking care of yourselves. Today's pick a card, my love, is gonna be a pick a card on the next 30 days. We're covering money, school, work, friends, lovers, travel, any unexpected events that may come up that you should prepare for. We're covering it all, and I'm excited to jump into it. Before I show you guys the piles, this is your reminder that tarot is a divination tool. It's an intuitive practice, you guys. So take what resonates and leave what does not. Without further ado, here's a clip of the piles right now. All right, you guys, these are the 4 piles. We have group 1 with the Black Moonstone, group 2 with the Angel Ore Quartz Cluster, group 3 with the Smoky Quartz, and group number 4 with the Rainbow Moonstone. If you guys need a moment to meditate on which pile is calling your name, you guys are free to do that right now. And if you want to pick more than one pile, you guys are always welcome to do so. All right, you guys have now picked your pile. Please go and check out my description box with the 30 timestamps for when your reading shall start. And with that, you guys, let's go and jump into today's pick a card. Hi, group 1. Welcome to your guys' reading. Let's go ahead and jump on into the next 30 days. Can I please get a flippity flap? Sorry. Can I get one more before I talk about what's going on in the next 30 days? Love this. Question, group 1. Where are you guys overexerting your energy? Where are you pouring yourself into for some of you, this is obviously like the obvious answer would be work or school or things like this. But for some of you, you're overpouring yourself in a relationship. And I don't mean a romantic relationship necessarily. Obviously, it could be romantic. But I'm seeing for some of you, it feels like overextending your energy or your time, your efforts, your emotional reservoir for like a friend who's really draining. Could even be like a family member, like a cousin or a sister or a brother or something like that. I see this as like pulling back a bit and choosing to pour into another area of your life. It depends on exactly what this is referencing. Again, it could be referencing you guys pouring into, or you pouring from, again, that other person or that job, whatever it is that's draining you, trying to create more harmony and balance in your life by pouring your energy into something that invokes happiness or laughter or helps you financially, or helps your heart in a significant manner. But I feel like this is us pulling back from something, refocusing our energy on something else. Okay, for some of you guys, this is fear. For some of you guys, you are pouring your fear out and you are putting intention and courage into something that you know needs to get done, something that you know is important to wrap up, finish up. And this is like talking about you taking that fear and like pouring it into, again, like putting action into what you're wanting to accomplish. Okay. We also have the Page of Wands, and the Page of Wands is talking about going on a spiritual journey. So for some of you guys, you could be reawakening your spirituality, your spiritual practices. If I'm being super honest, you guys, the solstice always like wakes me the freak up. I feel like I am alive and in the most connected during like the summer solstice. So as soon as the summer solstice hits, I feel alive. I feel bouncy again, ready to take on the world to like maybe mid-November. And then after that, I'm just a sloth, okay? So you guys may be experiencing that as well and feeling reawakened and inspired by the solstice that just happened. It could also be that you guys are feeling really ramped up about this new chapter in your life or about something new that has occurred. We also have the Ace of Swords, and the Ace of Swords is talking about a breakthrough. All right. Sometimes I see this as an epiphany as well, you guys. So for some of you in regards to your education, you're having epiphanies. Something finally clicks. Something that you may have been struggling with. It's like, oh, this is finally clicking for me. And it could be happening, you guys, because of this recenter of focus or because we are zooming out a bit. I do feel like oftentimes when we take a break or when we recenter, when we can refocus ourselves, things become more clear in all aspects of our life. But with this again, if this doesn't have to do with education, this could also have to do with your personal relationships, having breakthroughs in your personal relationships. For some of you, this may be breakthroughs with your parents. For others of you, this is definitely like breakthroughs in your romantic relationships. Okay, mental health. There's a lot of, I don't know why there's so many people here. It's like I'm feeling multiple different scenarios go on. Like I can see somebody where it's like they're finally having the strength to get out of bed. They're finally feeling like mentally okay enough to go take a shower and brush their teeth. It's like coming out of a depression, it feels like. Reawakening inspiration, okay? Motivation feels like it's picking up in this next 30 days as well. Okay. Yeah. I literally say motivation's picking up in the next 30 days. And then we have the freaking Knight of Wands, which is probably one of the most ambitious cards in the deck. This is representing going after what you want, full steam ahead, okay? We're not playing around. We want it, we see it, we're going to get it. So again, this, for those of you who've been struggling with your mental health, I see this as your mental health improving rather significantly. For those of you, again, where you've been struggling in regards to your education or perhaps even work, for some of you, like taking a break or again, recentering, and this is helping us see things more clearly. So then we have a clear path forward. For those of you where this is a relationship, romantic or platonic, this is feeling more so again, like we are taking that break or we are withdrawing our energy or recentering our focus on something else. And it's like helping us have this epiphany in regards to how to navigate this relationship or how to move forward in the connection, okay? We've got the Star. The Star is new hope. It's new faith, you guys. I see this card as quite literally, this is so weird. Every time this card comes up, I always get this vision of somebody coming out of a burning house. And their clothes are all burnt and ash filled. And I feel like it's like taking that first breath of air once you are outside of the smoke and you are finally able to like that's what this card feels like. And I know that sounds dark and heavy, but it feels very much like a relief. It feels very much like the pressure has been released. The pressure has been let go of in some way, shape, or form. There is hope and faith. It's like I got out of the fire. I got out of this difficult situation. I can now see things clearly. I can see hope for the future. This is a blessing and a wish fulfillment, you guys, okay? Can I please get... All right, so the next 30 days may be going by really quickly, you guys. It may be something that is occurring really fast. Like you look back on it and you're like, oh my God, these 30 days went quick. Now, the reason why I'm saying that is because, yes, this is talking about momentum and steps forward, things progressing, but also all the cards that came out for you today are sword or wand cards, and these are faster moving energies. So I do feel like the next 30 days, there's going to be a lot of momentum in your life. Now, let's get into some astrology. Oh my. We've got Leo here, shine. So for some of you, especially in your workplace environment, you are going to be receiving more recognition or more praise, okay? I also see this as feeling more confident in the next 30 days. Maybe you guys are working out. Maybe you guys are eating healthy. Maybe you guys are stacking on some gains. Maybe you guys are getting new clothes. Maybe you're getting your hair done and you're feeling, the hair, Leo. Feeling beautiful, feeling just so blessed to be in the body that you are in, right? This could also be talking about, again, you guys going after something that you want with a lot of intention and very aggressively, okay? The reason why I'm saying that is because Leo energy is very, I love you, Leo, aggressive. And again, I love you, Leo. I really do. There's so many Leos in my life that I just adore. But when a Leo wants something, they're a little aggressive about it. And I think that you guys are invoking that energy in the next 30 days. For a lot of you, this is also feeling like the passion, right? Leos tend to be very passionate about things that they care about, obviously. So I feel like there is passion that is being re-invoked inside of a lot of you. Okay. We've got the 11th house of community. This could be referencing being more social, maybe making more friends. This could also have to do with the friendships that I was talking, sorry about hitting the mic, the friendship I was talking about earlier in the reading, where it's like you need to take space, or you need to set up boundaries. Oh, okay. We have the 7th house of relationships. So it's very possible in the next 30 days, you guys are improving the relationships that are currently in your life. For those of you who are single and actively dating or actively putting yourself in positions where you have the ability to meet people, it's very possible you could be getting into a relationship or meeting somebody who you will eventually be getting into a relationship with. If you're sitting in your house not doing anything, you're not on apps, you're not doing anything new, you're not putting yourself out there, babes, most likely it's just an improvement on the relationships you already have. Sorry guys, I had to blow my nose again. We have the 10th house as well. And the 10th house, you guys, is talking about career. So for a lot of you, there is improvements in your career happening. Again, feeling re-inspired, having clarity, really being motivated to improve or to push forward, to make more money. There is like hope and faith again in the aspect of the career. Maybe this is where you guys are putting more of your focus on. For some of you, it could be that you have focus, because I said this earlier, where it was like you're putting too much focus on your career and not your personal relationships. It could also be the opposite, right? There are people in my life that I know who definitely put too much focus on their personal relationships and not enough on achieving their goals or achieving what it is that they want, and they get swept up in things that aren't going to change in their personal relationships, and they go, oh me, oh my, what is happening? I can't achieve my goals, I can't achieve my dreams. But it's like, yeah, you're putting too much time and energy on that boy or girl. Anyways, that was a lot of astrology, guys. I'm going to be pulling out my Halloween deck because I want to. Can I please get the next 30 days? Okay. So you guys, for sure, there is love happening for some of you. And again, this could be an improvement of your current relationship or an elevation of your current relationship. For those of you who are single and actively dating or actively putting yourself out there, it could be that somebody really significant is coming into your life and you're engaging in some type of romantic situation. For those of, for some reason, like peaches are showing up. Anyways, it says eternal love, love is love, love is love, and it transcends physical death. Most definitely believe that true love does transcend physical death. With this particular card, you guys, the way that I want you to see this again is your personal relationships improving, potentially meeting somebody who you're going to have a significant relationship with, a significant connection with. It's also very possible, group number 1, that this could be talking about a friend as well, or some type of person that you have like a soul bond with or a soul tie to. This does not have to be romantic. I believe that soulmates come in all shapes and sizes. I believe that you can be best friends with your soulmate, and it doesn't always have to be this like lovey-dovey situation. I also would say that about animals, okay? Because I've said this before, where I feel like Thackeray is a part of my soul family. I feel like he is my soulmate on some level, obviously not romantic. So it could also be something like that, where you guys are like meeting an animal. It could be a horse for some reason, like horses are coming up. Maybe you guys are having an experience with somebody that is bringing you closer to them as well. Anyways, we have the lamp, and this is remembrance. Remembrance. Interesting. I'm seeing this as clarity yet again, guys. With that Ace of Swords, I feel like the next 30 days is bringing you a lot of clarity. Okie dokie, let's go fly a kite up where okay. Can I? Whoa. We've got God. It says light attributes, benevolence and compassion, recognizing the eternal force within yourself and others. The shadow attributes this card is cruelty, using power to control people. Using power to control people, guys. Okay. So with this God card, again, it's very possible for some of you, you are reconnecting to your spiritual practices, or your religion. It's also very possible that you guys are feeling closer to God in the next 30 days, or spirits, the universe, whatever you want to call it, guys. Personally, I believe it's the same thing. I believe when people go, oh, I believe in this, I'm like, I think you're talking about the same thing, but call it what you want. Okay. I feel like for some of you, your compassion and your understanding is going to be called upon. There's going to be a situation where I feel like you guys are going to have to act in a really compassionate manner. I don't know if this is you like going out and volunteering on some level, either with animals or with the elderly, with the unhoused, whatever it may be, but I feel like your compassion is going to be called upon. And this may have a lot to do with the feeling inspired. And I know this sounds kind of like, I don't know. I think this sounds fine, but there are people who definitely think that this is icky. I believe personally that we are here on this planet to help one another. And I feel like if you go your whole life and you don't help other people, chances are you're not going to feel that great about yourself, you know, maybe for a time, but I feel like the only way that we can really feel fulfilled as individuals is by helping one another and trying to make a difference in the people who are around you, their lives, right? Trying to make a positive difference. So it could be that you guys are trying to center your focus on something like that, like charity work or volunteering in some way, shape, or form. If you've never considered volunteering, you guys, I would definitely like to encourage everybody who has not to look into doing that in any way that you feel comfortable, whether that is with animals, whether that is, again, like with the unhoused or with the elderly. I feel like it's really beneficial to help where you can. Alrighty, okay. I'm trying to figure out what deck we want to use. Can I get a message for group? We have the Widow here. This could be us letting go of a particular person, event, situation, moving on. We also have consistency. Consistency is the key to success. Not necessarily the key to happiness, but definitely the key to success is being consistent. So you guys may be trying to focus on becoming more consistent. This is a skill set you can learn if you're not somebody who's naturally very consistent. I kind of want a flower card. Can I get a message for group? We have power. It says take a hold of what you know is yours. So it could be very possible that you guys are stepping into a more powerful position in the next 30 days where you are saying, you know what, this is what I want. This is what I'm going to have to go towards. Again, having that epiphany, okay? We have awareness. Wake up and roll the clouds away and look. Again, clarity coming in. Roll the clouds away. And then we literally have clarity. It says bright paths of understanding will open. So I believe the next 30 days is quite literally about receiving more clarity, you guys, for sure. Being really hopeful for the future. I feel like for a lot of you, you're making improvements in your career and in your personal relationships. I'm not seeing anything as of right now about travel, but it's giving me a lot of love and a lot of like stepping more into alignment with what it is that you guys are meant to do in regards to your career, taking those steps forward. All right. We have serendipity, merge with the flow. Merge with the flow. And then we have compassion for others, which is funny because this is what I was talking about. All right, I'm going to pull from one more deck and then I will let you guys go. All right, interesting. We have safe travel. So for some of you, you are planning travel. I don't believe this is for all of you. This isn't feeling particularly strong, the energy. But it says, keep me safe, let me roam far away, but bring me home. So some of you guys may be traveling or you may be planning to travel later in the year in the next 30 days. I know for me, whenever I'm traveling, even if it's like within the country, I plan it ahead, like 6 months in advance. I'm not like a spur of the moment, let's go here or here. So you guys may be planning to travel in the near future. So sorry, you guys. I am trying to overcome this cold. Interesting. So we have trust. I am safe, I'm secure, in love I trust, my faith endures. So having more trust, I feel like this is more trust in yourself and your decision making. Again, I do believe that you guys are receiving some type of clarity that is helping you feel more trusting of your path forward. And then we have destiny. All that I shall need to know as I walk shall now be shown. Okay. I know I said that was the last deck. I just feel like it can't be. Can I get just one more? The next 30 days for group 1. Okay. We have the Merchant, and this is self-worth, trade. So you guys may be stepping into a feeling or an energy of experiencing more self-worth. All right. I see this quite literally as like we are no longer selling ourselves short. I'm not going to pour myself into something that is not benefiting me. I'm not going to stay extra hours at work if they don't actually appreciate it, if they're not going to pay me overtime, if I'm being devalued. I'm not going to over pour into something that is not recognizing my value. We have the Musician as well. This is inspiration and gratitude. Again, a lot of you may be feeling re-inspired, reawakened in the next 30 days. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and get one final message. We will get a love message for you guys. Can I get... Okay. Deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. So you guys may be focusing on what feels right in the next 30 days, tapping more into your intuition. Isn't that a beautiful picture? I feel like that's just so pretty. And then we have balanced again, okay? And it says, love is not always about agreeing for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. Both supports and challenges, okay? So I find it interesting, you guys, because again, like there is, obviously outside of the love messages that popped up, I feel like there is a lot referencing like finding balance in our personal relationships, even with this 11th house, right? With the community. Like, I feel like all of this is very connected. So I think the overall message for you guys, group number 1, it feels like for sure your personal relationships are getting like a remodel or a makeover, if you will. You are either improving upon these relationships, you're finding more balance within these relationships. For others of you, again, if you are single and you've been actively dating, I see that there could be somebody rather significant coming into your life in the next 30 days. I feel like the main message for you is there is some type of like motivation and clarity coming into your life that is helping propel you forward, especially in your career or again in your personal relationships. For some of you, there is travel coming up, all right, and I wish you all the best with that. And then also, what was it? The volunteer work. I feel like some of you are feeling called to volunteer or to do charity work, things like this. I think this is also going to help in regards to your spiritual practices, feeling really good within yourself, within your vessel, to donate your time or to donate money, things like this. Anyways, that is what essentially I think is happening over the next 30 days for you guys. More balance. So thank you guys so much for allowing me to read for you today. I really do appreciate it. I'm sending you guys so much love, and that is all I got. So bye. Hello, group number 2. Welcome to your guys' reading. Let's go ahead and get started with the next 30 days. What is happening for group 2? All right. So we've got the King of Swords. This is just talking about making decisions, you guys, in a manner that is going to be practical, all right? So in the next 30 days, I need you guys to not be emotional. I'm not saying don't be emotional. Stop. Don't get mad. Just don't. I'm saying when you are making decisions, doing your very best to remove any type of over emotion, being emotionally volatile, or making decisions purely based on emotions is not going to benefit you, my love. There's this feeling of being a bit cold in the next 30 days, or making decisions that may appear or seem, may come off as you are being a bit cold. Now, I don't necessarily look at this and go, this is horrible, this is awful, you shouldn't do this. I think sometimes it's necessary. That's what it's feeling like. The next 30 days, it feels like making decisions that we don't necessarily love, but that are necessary. We have death here as well, you guys. This is Scorpio energy. This is referencing you guys making really difficult decisions. This is referencing you guys making decisions that you don't want to make, making decisions, again, that you're like, I have to let this go, and it's going to be hard, and it's not going to be easy, and I know this, and I'm not looking forward to it, but at the same time, I got to do what I got to do. That's the energy of death. I have to do what I have. There's no choice, right? None of us have the power to stop death. You just don't. If death is coming for you, it's coming for you. And I don't mean literal death, so nobody freak out, obviously. But there's some type of like metaphoric ending happening in your life in the next 30 days. Now, this does not have to be a bad thing, you guys, right? Sometimes there could be endings that are really positive, like getting out of a contract you don't want to be in, like an apartment contract. It could be moving, which maybe you have a really deep desire to move. So you're ending one chapter of your life and you're moving on to the next. Maybe it's getting a car. Maybe it's getting a puppy. Maybe it's you're going to school, or you got accepted into this, or you got a new job. Maybe it's you're getting into a relationship. Endings are not always bad. People project their own negative thoughts onto this card, and that is why I believe that it's oftentimes associated with negativity. However, endings can be really beautiful. Going from being single to being in a relationship, that's obviously a beautiful ending. Like, your single life is over for the time being, hopefully forever, but for the time being, that is positive, right? So please do not look at this card and go, oh my god, this is so negative, because it's not. It's just representing that things are changing, things are evolving, there's endings taking place in your life. We've also got the Six of Pennies. The Six of Pennies is talking about, essentially, this is referencing somebody being very generous with you. So I see this almost as some of you getting a loan. This could be student loans. This could be a home loan, a mortgage loan. This could be getting a loan for a car. This could be opening up a new credit card. This could be somebody literally being generous with you. For some of you, it's your birthday. Happy birthday, baby. Happy birthday. Whenever you're seeing this. It doesn't have to be like somebody is literally just giving you money, but that's also very possible. Could be that you're also pampering yourself and you're choosing to treat yourself. You have emotional strength here. We've got the Three of Wands. This is growth and expansion. So like I said, you guys, death is not always a bad thing. If you want to grow, if you want to expand, if you want to improve, there are parts of you that have to go. All right. They got to go. You cannot bring your past into your future. I'm so sorry, love, but you can't do it. If you are wanting a new life, if you're wanting progression, if you're wanting evolution, you got to let go of some stuff. We can't bring it with us. All right, guys. So there's growth here. There's expansion here, which oftentimes I feel like is the case with death. When death comes up, I oftentimes do see that very much as there's about to be a major growth and expansion taking place in your life. Here's the thing. The next card is making me feel like for some of you, it could very well be that you're finding out that you are pregnant. We've got the Lovers here. And the reason why I'm covering them is because YouTube is not that girl. She's very sensitive. So she doesn't like this image. Sorry about it. I want you to envision two people mushed up together under a tree, looking very sensual and excited. Anyways, the Lovers. Some of you may be finding out that you are pregnant. Some of you may be wanting to start planning a family. If that's not what you want, take your birth control, ladies. Wrap it up, boys. To everyone who doesn't have the ability to do that, don't worry about it. This could also be talking about growing and expanding in your relationships, you guys. The Lovers also does talk about picking a path that is in alignment with your highest good and choosing to go down a path that is best for you. So you could be growing and expanding in that way as well. We've got strength here, and this is talking about emotional strength. So again, you guys, I really think the next 30 days, the main theme for you, the message you need to hear today is like, you're going to have to make decisions that you don't really want to make, and get prepared to not be over emotional, get prepared to be emotionally strong. Ultimately, I do believe this decision is leading down to a path that is like, there's more growth, there's more love, there's more happiness. I just think the initial decision isn't going to be the easiest. We're walking away from something, leaving something that we once really loved behind. The Eight of Cups is a difficult card, right? Because we don't know if we're going to have the ability to find something better. We don't know if we're going to have the ability to replace this 8 cups or to expand upon and get something better. But I want you guys to know that in walking away and moving forward and releasing whatever needs to be released, you are expanding, you are growing, you are experiencing, this is you choosing the path that is in alignment with your highest good, okay? All right. Let's go ahead, you guys, and now move on to the oracle cards. Let's get, oh, I'm so sorry, Mir. Let's get the astrology first. 4th house. Retrograde review. Pluto. Babes. Pluto is scorpionic death energy. Pluto is literally it. Look at that. Rebirth. How do you go through a rebirth, guys? You gotta die. You gotta expire before you can become anew. So a rebirth is taking place for a lot of you. And again, this is beautiful. This is amazing. This is wonderful. Do not let anybody scare you into thinking that going through this rebirth is scary or is you know what? I take that back. It is scary. Don't let anyone tell you it's a negative thing. Anytime we grow, anytime we go under a transformation, you guys, whether it is for the better or for the worse, it's helping us grow, it's helping us expand, and that is why we are here. There is no point of us being here if we are not constantly evolving, if we are not constantly growing, okay? So this is really, really good for your guys' evolution as a human, as a soul. This is positive, okay? Is it difficult at times? Yes, but it's worth it. Also with this rebirth, there always comes a new beginning, right? That's what a rebirth is. It's a new beginning. Sure. It just tends to be a bit more difficult than to say, like, let's say we got the Fool instead of Death. The Fool and Death are one and the same. One is darker and a little bit heavier, and one is light and more like, flamboyant. We have the 4th house of the home. So again, some of you are receiving a loan for a house. I'm sorry. Some of you could also be moving houses. Maybe you are setting down roots in a new area, a new place. Some of you are reconnecting with family members that you haven't connected with in a long time. Or you are, again, finding out you're pregnant or finding out your partner's pregnant and building a family. This is all about the family and home, guys. This is all about the root system. All right. So that's why I'm bringing these themes up, especially because when expansion is here, guys, obviously, I think that this doesn't need to be like, oh, you're pregnant, but expansion, think about a womb. When there's something filled up in the womb, it usually expands. So not always, right? People have those like hidden pregnancies, but usually that's not the case. Anyways, we have retrograde, and this is review. This is very normal, you guys. I have to say this. Please do not be under the delusion or under the notion that just because you miss something means that you made the wrong decision by walking away. Do not. Okay, look. What is that story in the Bible? Right. Okay, hold on, guys. To all my Christians listening, all my ex-Christians listening, help me out in the comment section. there's a story in the Bible where there was a city that was trash. It was garbage. It was awful. Don't remember what the city's called. Again, it's been a while. And essentially God decided that he was going to like destroy the city, but he let some people get out, or he let one person get out, or two people. I don't know the details. But the point is, he was like, don't look back, because if you look back, you're going to turn to stone, right? Am I confusing this with Medusa? I don't think so. I don't think I am. But essentially, guys, I just want to say this. You're not going to turn to stone if you look back. It's okay to reminisce on the past. It's okay for you to look back and to say, hey, I really miss A, B, and C about this aspect of my past. I really miss A, B, and C about this aspect of what my life used to be. It's okay to miss it. That does not mean that you made the wrong decision. That does not mean that you should not move forward. That does not mean that you are on the wrong path just because you look back and you miss something. That is human. That is normal. That is natural. Okay? So do not feel like you made a wrong choice or a wrong decision because you are reviewing things from your past. Okay. Can I please get a message for group number 2? You guys have sweetness and synergy. Sweetness and synergy. I see this essentially as you enjoying your life, being very happy. This is giving me cozy vibes as well. I feel like for a lot of you, there's this sense of feeling super cozy and grounded in the home environment. I don't know if this is like, maybe you're not moving and you're just finding ways to make your current place more comfortable. But for others of you, it does feel like a move, but it's a move that's really helping you emotionally. It's like finding safety, finding like real true shelter. Could also be experiencing love, you guys, because we do have the lovers here. We have the skull of light. This is illumination. I see this as clarity. I want one more just because I don't feel like either of those were necessarily giving me the juice. Okay. Oh, okay. We have winter, and it says the sacredness of pausing. So there may be a lot. Here's the thing, right? Birth is a long process, usually. Sometimes. People are going to be like, oh, people hate when I make generalizations. I'm sorry, guys. I can't sit here and talk about the nuance of every situation that can ever occur in life. I don't have the time to sit here and do that. But with winter, right? With appreciating the pause, I see this very much as like your rebirth process may take a little bit longer than you're anticipating, may take a little bit longer than you are wanting, hoping. It's okay if you are at a point in your life right now, especially within the next 30 days, that there is a pause or there is some stagnant energy occurring. I do feel like for a lot of you, perhaps this death has been something that recently has happened. The walking away is something that recently has happened and you are settling in, or the dust is settling, if you will. It's okay if there's a lack of movement, if there's a lack of progression, all right? Things will pick up eventually throughout this rebirth process. Can I get a message for group 2 in regards to the next? We have the witch. The magic you seek is inside of you. Let it flow. The magic you seek is within you. Let it flow. Don't stand in your way, right? Do not stand in your way. I feel like oftentimes we are our own worst enemy. And this card is essentially saying, like, step out of your own way. We have the mosaic, and it says, let chance play a creative role in your life. Okay, so don't be so controlling, group 2. The next 30 days, I think it's important to kind of just let go and allow things to unfold the way that they're going to unfold, such as death, right? Trying to control death is silly. Trying to control death is exhausting. So I feel like allowing things to unfold the way that they are meant to unfold is going to help you in regards to preserving your energy and preserving your energy for this rebirth. Can I have a message? Okay. We have a harvest here. All right. So you guys may be experiencing, it's interesting that we have winter and a harvest. So this is like prior to winter, right? Prepping for the winter. The harvest is obviously talking about receiving a reward. I see this as that growth and expansion, right? In order to receive this harvest, I do believe we have to walk away. I do believe we have to let whatever is dying go. Holding on to rotten vegetables or a rotten crop is not going to help you with your harvest, right? We have confidence. So your guys' confidence may be arising in the next 30 days. When I see confidence show up, you guys, especially when we're doing a broad reading like this, I see this as like feeling more secure in our abilities, or feeling more secure in the knowledge that like we can handle whatever is in front of us. Knowing that no matter what takes place, I'm going to be okay. Can I please? Oh. We have the Hound. Loyalty chains promises. Loyalty chains promises. You guys may be breaking chains in the next 30 days, maybe even breaking promises. I want you guys to know that although I do believe that our word and what we say we are going to do is important, I feel like it's a two-way street, right? I feel like you make promises under certain expectations or under certain circumstances. And when those circumstances change, I think it's appropriate to break those promises. We have the King here as well. This says control, reversal of fortune. The Archer, binding your time, planning ahead. So the next 30 days, you guys, may be a perfect time for you to plan ahead for this rebirth, for this massive change. We have the Aspirant. This says ambition, diligence, and setbacks. Ambition, diligence, and setbacks. Delivering news and collaboration. Crimancer. And then the Alchemist, balance, invention, and destruction. Interesting. Invention and destruction. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and pull from just a few more before I let you guys go. Can I get perfect? Mesdames, messieurs, entrepreneurial or creative abilities to turn anything into gold, delight in sharing life's riches. So perhaps you guys have a creative idea that you are wanting to pursue. The next 30 days is going to be a perfect prepping period or planning period for that, you guys, okay? Again, use the pause as an opportunity to set you up for later. We have the Maid. This could be talking about doing some cleaning, clearing out the old to welcome in the new. That's essentially how I would see this. Again, death, right? We have the Anger. Perhaps you guys are expressing your anger more openly in the next 30 days. I do believe anger is a very important emotion to express, and I don't believe it should be ignored. I think it's actually really toxic to ignore your anger or to pretend like it's not there. We have Death again. Not going to go over that. And we have Surprise. All right. So a surprise ending, perhaps, or a surprise that there is going to be some type of major letting go. I feel like all these messages were a bit heavy. I want to see if I can get anything positive from the love reading. If this has to do, you guys, with like education, the way I would see this would maybe be like changing your major or wanting to change schools. If this has to do with your job, I would see this as recognizing that like you're not going to grow where you currently are, and it's time for you to experience this death and move on. For a relationship, I would also see it the same way. It's like it's time to release this chapter or release this person so that we can move either forward together or forward apart. I'm not seeing travel necessarily for any of you unless it's again like moving houses. It would feel more like a permanent travel than like a temporary. Interesting. We have Twin Flames. Your passion ignites. And it's interesting that we have the Lovers here as well, right? And then we have Soulmate. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. You have soulmate and twin flame, you guys, and the lovers. So the only significant, like, positive thing that I'm getting from this reading is the fact that, like, love feels rather significant. And it could be, you guys, that in order for you to meet your soulmate or your twin flame, you have to walk away from certain people in your life. That's obviously not for all of you, but for those of you who are resonating with that, like, you need to hear that you're not doing the wrong thing, or you're not going to regret leaving a situation that you are already unhappy in. And I feel like in moving forward, finding your soulmate will make this all feel worth it, right? But I do believe there is some type of death. And you know what? Let's take this a step further, you guys. There's a walking away, there's a letting go, there's a release, there's a moving forward that needs to take place for all of you watching. And there's fear about the future. And that's what's holding us back. Take the next 30 days, you guys, to sit on it, to really think about it. I do believe, though, that in walking away and allowing the death to just exist and to allow it to die, I do believe this twin flame soulmate energy is coming in regards to, like, being very connected or finding something that is better suited for you. Whether that is in regards to love or schooling or, again, work, friends. We have giving thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. Stop it. Give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. Guys. Okay. I'm excited for this group. It does feel a bit of like a loss and then a reward, if I'm being honest. And I just don't want you guys to move forward being fearful that things aren't going to work out, because I do believe that they will. And yeah, that is what I have for you guys, group number 2. Thank you guys so much for allowing me to read for you today. I really do appreciate it. I'm sending you guys so much love. If you guys want to purchase a personal reading, I should have those available in the description box. If they are not, you can message me on Etsy or through my email, and I will set something up for you in the future. Thank you guys again. I love you, and I'll talk to you guys really soon. All right, bye. Hello, group 3. Welcome to your guys' reading. Let's go ahead and jump on into the themes of the next 30 days. Can I get a message for group number 3? All right, you guys. Okay. So, these 2 cards, you guys, essentially it's very stagnant. It's very stuck. Now, if I'm being super honest, for some of you, it's not that, like, it feels more mundane and boring and like life is stuck. There's a lack of movement. There's a lack of things going on. Everything's very normal and mundane. For others of you, the stuck energy definitely could be a lot more aggressive and feel daunting. But for the vast majority of you, it's just feeling like a bit of boring energy in the next 30 days. And I know that's something that nobody wants to hear, but could be worse. Can I get a message for group? Okay, we're going out, we're having fun. Again, this feels a little bit mundane though, because we started off with this lack of movement. You guys may be going out and having fun with your friends though, getting drinks. Maybe it's somebody's birthday party. This is like a very uplifting energy of fun. All right, a little lightheartedness. Can I get... I'm going to stand by what I said, okay? First of all, you may be a bit more sensitive in the next 30 days. I don't know the reason as to why this is occurring. I don't know why the sensitivity is here. It could be that somebody's coming in and offering you love, guys, but based on the rest of the cards, I don't think that's the case for the majority of you, for like 80% of you. I think it's more so, again, like a very mundane day to day. Again, you may be a little bit more sensitive or feeling a bit more raw than usual. For some of you, it very well could be someone's coming in and they're saying, hey, can I take you on a date? Your significant other could be bringing you a present. Maybe they're bringing you flowers. Maybe they are bringing you a present of... I'm saying flowers, guys, because I liked receiving flowers. But obviously, what you like receiving, your significant other may be giving you that. I'm just going to be honest. It just feels like a little bit of sensitivity. We've got the Four of Swords, which is talking about rest, recharge, taking time to reboot. Maybe that's why this stuck energy is here. Maybe you guys have recently gone through something intense or emotional, a little volatile. So you're taking the next 30 days to regroup. Some of you guys may be going on vacation. And when I say vacation, I don't mean that you have to be getting on a plane and going somewhere. You could be taking days off of work, taking days off of school, being like, I need time to rest. We've got the Ace of Wands as well. The Ace of Wands, you guys, is talking about essentially spring, okay? This is a fresh start. This is something new blossoming in your life. This is fertility. This is growth. This is, like, I see potential in the future. I'm excited about the future. This is the start of something exciting, all right? Take it like that. Let me see what else I can get. Can I get one more card for group number 3? All right. This, again, guys, I'm just going to be honest. I feel like the next 30 days, it's going to be very just mundane. The hustle, the bustle, the daily grind. This is responsibilities. This is burdens. It's not to say it's your guys' month or the next 30 days, because this is timeless. Not to say the next 30 days is going to be particularly brutal, but I feel like it's going to be a lot of what it's already been. There may be fun moments here and there, but it's not feeling like anything extraordinary. Oh, so sorry, guys. I had a sneeze. Can I get one more? All right. So I almost want to, like, make this a super short pile just because, and do a fourth pile. I wasn't going to do a fourth pile, but I feel like because this pile is so plain, I almost feel like I need to do a fourth pile. This is good, you guys. This is stability, groundedness, but again, it feels very consistent. Not a whole lot of change, not a whole lot of movement. This could be representing maybe you guys are feeling more ambitious in your career. Maybe you guys are seeking out more financial abundance in your career. Maybe you're seeking out more ways of bringing in money, but it just feels boring to me. The energy just feels very, I shouldn't say boring. It feels normal. Boring sounds bad. It just feels normal, and normal is fine. We have falseness here. We have the enemy here. We have loss here. We have the visit. Okay. So I'm seeing this, you guys, all as past energy. Because again, everything in the tarot just feels very plain and mundane. And again, I was saying the reason why that may be is because you guys may have recently gone through a loss. You guys may have recently uncovered some type of lie that had been told to you, or something that was being covered. You guys may have recently confronted someone on something that was really bothersome towards you, or something that was a bit of a betrayal towards you. I feel like this is the aftermath, though. The aftermath of all of that is like, we're taking time to relax, to recharge. We're in the daily grind. Maybe we're taking some time to, like, again, rest, taking some time to go out with our friends, but it's not feeling overly hectic. We have the visit as well. Again, for some of you may be going on vacation. I feel like this is a very select few of you, but there may be a vacation coming up, or perhaps somebody's coming to visit you. That's also possible. Let's get some astrology. Can I get a message for group? Again, guys, I'm so sorry, group 3. I'm going to do a group 4 because I just... Okay, transcendent. You know what? Maybe this is not a bad thing. This is talking about the moment in which you entered your body, the moment you were born. That is what... Did I say transcendent? Why did I say that? It's ascendant. Anyways, we have the midheaven. This is the pinnacle. Perhaps your public perception, or the way that you are presenting, is very much together because you have recently gone through this loss or this difficult time, but you are presenting to perhaps people who don't know you that well as like, I'm fine, everything's okay. But in reality, you feel perhaps a little worn out or exhausted and like, I need a break. I need to take time to myself. We also have Taurus here, and this is cultivate. All right, cultivate. This is again a very slow moving energy, very consistent energy. And I love Taurus energy, but there's nothing here that feels like there's movement taking place. Again, if there is movement, it would feel like the movement is taking place in your career, because again, Taurus is more so connected to money. It is the money side of Venus, the luxurious side of Venus. So essentially, guys, I'm just not seeing a whole lot of movement in the next 30 days for you guys. And the movement that I do see feels related to the career, or it feels related to like the lack of movement, like taking time to rest, taking time to like be with yourself, which is not a bad thing. Again, it just feels very normal. It doesn't feel like there's too much change occurring. Can I have a message? Again, I feel like this is what happened previously. We have the destroyer. This is releasing what is potentially destructive, preparing for a new life. Releasing what is potentially destructive and preparing for a new life. I feel like for a lot of you, for most of you, you were already in this phase of the new life, but there again is this moment of rest. There's this moment of stillness, this moment of there's nothing new going on, because we just went through this massive purge. For some of you, this purge could still be to come, or you could be currently going through the purge. If that's the case, I want that group of people, those of you who are currently going through the loss or currently going through the purge, to know that rest is coming. Your life is going to get very much back into the normal day to day. So please do not feel like, oh my gosh, I can't make this, because you will make it and things will be a lot smoother. For those of you where you've overcome this purging situation and you're now in this moment of stillness, embrace the stillness. Do not get annoyed or tired of it or be like, oh my gosh, like when are things going to pick up? Take this time to rest. Take this time to fully just like settle into this new phase. All right, let me get another card. Can I please get a message for group? Divine guidance. Interesting. We've got that Ace of Wands, which again, I told you guys the Ace of Wands is a spring day. It makes sense to me that like the destruction is here and then this new beginning is here. It says, let this magic in my spell clear the space in which I dwell. For a lot of you, you've already started this new phase, this new cycle, and this is the settling in process, okay? And again, for those of you where you are in the thick of it, I want you to know that things are going to be okay. This transformation is going to go smoothly. You will get out on the other side. We have divine guidance. It says, whispers from the beings who shine, let their message be clear and kind. All right, I see this obviously as you being protected, you being divinely guided, knowing that there is a higher power, a higher force looking out for your best interest. Okay. I honestly, guys, need a different deck because I just feel like this reading is going in a direction that I wasn't necessarily expecting. So I need different cards for it. Can I get a message for group number 3? Jump in. Oh, there's 2. Jump in. Andromedan energy, adventure, say yes to change. Again, for a lot of you, you've already said yes to this change. For those of you where you're going through this process, I want you to know it's safe to jump in. We have trust the timing, trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. For some of you, this has to do with success. For some of you, this has to do with starting a family, getting married, settling down. For others of you, this has to do with you entering into some type of formal education. For some of you, this could even have to do with travel. I want you to know that no matter what phase in life you are in, there's no such thing as I'm too late for this or I'm too late for that. Besides like reproduction and even that, like I'm not a doctor, so I'm not going to speak on when it is and isn't an appropriate time for you to be reproducing. That's not my business. But everything else outside of that, it's never too late in regards to timing. Okay, you are exactly where you are meant to be. It's never too late to go back and get a formal education. It's never too late to fall in love and get married. It's never too late. You know, even with like starting a family, everyone has the ability to start well, I shouldn't say that because then there are people who are in economic situations There's nuance to this conversation, but you have the ability to start a family. It doesn't need to be with little humans, but you have the ability to start a family. You have the ability to go and chase after what it is you have a desire to chase after, and it's not required for you to be on the schedule of everybody else. Like, you don't need to get married at 25 and have a baby at 26. You don't need to travel the world at 22 and start college at 18. Like, you're allowed to do things in your own timing. We are not in a race, guys. We're all going to the same place, all right? So we're not in a race. What are you in a rush for? Why are you treating life like a race? We have lifting the veil, questioning everything. Anything unaligned must go. And again, for most of you, I think that this is everything that has occurred. For those of you who are still going through the purging process, everything unaligned must go. Don't be afraid to let go. All right, where do I go from here? It got so quiet. Can I get a message for group? Ooh, okay. Skulls of the stars, infinite possibilities. That's the thing about new beginnings and then sitting in the stillness, is there is an infinite amount of possibilities ahead of you. There's an infinite amount of options. When we wipe the slate clean, there's an infinite amount of like what we have in front of us. That was my dishwasher. Sorry, guys. So let's get into another. Can I get embrace oneness with the universe? Embrace oneness with the universe. We have Orianda, honor your mystical creative force. Honor your mystical creative force. Okay. I am going to pull from one more deck, you guys, and then I'm going to let this group go. Can I get a message for group number 3 in regards to what they should be expecting? Okay. I'm not going to accept these two because those didn't feel like they flipped out. They feel like they just slipped. We have a message for you. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. So you need to remember that you are loved. I need one more. This is 4. That is fine. We have passion. A magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. All right, this is magnetism, guys. This is embracing the magnetic power that you have within inside of yourself. You guys, we're all energy, right? So we all have the power to invoke our magnetism. It's a matter of tapping into that. It's a matter of being able to connect to your own unique magnetism. We have acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times, we must accept things as they are. There is no point in trying to change that which is beyond our control. We have power. You instinctively know that you instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or to walk away at any time. And then we have surrender. At times, we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. All right, so there's 2 different groups here. There's a group that has already gone through this, and your life feels very slow, stagnant. You may be feeling like there is a lack of climax in your life at the moment. I want you guys to embrace the stillness. For those of you who are still going through this very hyperbolic transformation, for those of you who are still very much feeling lost or feeling like things around you are just falling apart, I want you to know that you will get through it and things will be okay. I want you to know that, again, you are not too late to go in the direction that you are wanting to go. You still have the ability to create the life that you want to create. Do not be afraid to start this new beginning. And that is what I have for you guys, group number 3. Thank you all for allowing me to read for you today. I really do appreciate it. If you guys are looking for a personal reading, I have those available in the description box. If they're not, you can message me on Etsy or you can email me and I'll set something up for you in the future. Thank you, group 3, again, for allowing me to read for you. I love you, and that is all I got. Bye. Hi, group 4. Welcome to your guys' reading. Let's go ahead and start shuffling. You guys got the Two of Swords as your first card. This is telling me, group number 4, that there is a decision coming up. Sorry, guys. There is a decision coming up in the next 30 days that you guys are going to have a difficult time deciding between. For some reason, I'm feeling like I need to leave that there and then pull from this deck. Can I get a message? Can I get a message for group 4 in regards to the next 30 days? A decision between the old and the new, perhaps. It says it's happening. Hold your vision. Keep holding your vision. So perhaps you're going to be faced with a decision to continue on a path or to let go of a dream. We have star bathing as well. This is light body, crystal grid, transmission and activation. And then we have the golden children, inner child, tenderness, innocence, rare gifts. Interesting. It could be that the decision that you guys are stuck between is something that you held on to in childhood or something that you wanted since childhood, and releasing that. Or struggling with, like, should I hold on to it? Should I let go? Can I get a message for group 4? Hold on to it. We have the 4 of Pentacles, you guys. This is talking about holding something close to the chest. All right. This is very intentional energy of holding back. Sometimes people interpret this as being selfish. I think that this is self-preservation and not selfishness. I think that this I think that this is quite literally looking out. Here, this is so focused on me. There we go. This is looking out for your best interest. This is saving money. This is saving energy, saving your heart from heartbreak, saving time. This is self-preservation. This is looking out for your best interest. And I don't care what anybody says on planet Earth. At the end of the day, you have to look out for you. At the end of the day, of course, I think it's beautiful and amazing to help other people and to consider the people who are in your life. And especially if you have children, like, duh. Okay, there's nuance to this conversation. But you got to put your own, You got to put your own life jacket on first. You got to put your own air mask on first, right? And that is what this card reminds me of. It reminds me of the fact that, like, we are all on this journey on our own, regardless of the support we may have from family and friends, loved ones, whatever it may be. At the end of the day, we have to look out for our best interest. And that is how I see this card. Now, we also have the 7 of Pentacles, all right? This is a card all about hard work. So you guys may be tasked with a challenge of putting in a lot of energy towards something. For some of you, you're not going to be able to handle this. For others of you, this is going to be a challenge, but you will be able to handle it. I have to speak this way, you guys, because not everybody possesses the same ability to remain motivated or disciplined, right? Some of you guys watching this are not very disciplined people. Some of you guys watching this give up easily. Some of you guys watching this don't like hard work. And I'm not throwing shade towards anybody. I think everybody is on their own path, walking their own journey. And I think that that's fine, right? I think that that's completely fine. But this card is a card that is saying there is a requirement of hard work. There is a requirement of working obscenely hard to receive your harvest. Okay. When I was in beauty school, you guys, and I'm just giving you guys an example, I had a instructor who essentially told me, like, there are certain cosmetology schools that will straight up just tell students, like, this is not what you should be doing. You're not cut out for this. Goodbye. Like, you need to get out. Like, you're wasting your time here, essentially. And I always thought that was really amazing, because the truth is, you guys, I think people need to hear that, right? I think sometimes people need to hear the fact that, like, you're not cut out for this. You don't have the ability, not even the ability, because I don't think it comes down to ability. You don't have the stamina or the discipline or the self-determination to proceed on this journey. And that is almost a message that I feel like I need to send to some of you. Like, you are capable of working hard. You're capable of receiving this harvest, but it's up to you to put in the work. And some of you aren't going to do it, and some of you are. It just is going to depend on the individual here, but let's keep going. Can I get a message? Okay. We have the 5 of Pentacles, you guys. This is a work-related reading. For some of you, it could have to do with like mental health or relationships and things like that, but it feels more work-oriented. This is talking about poverty and being left out in the cold, being forgotten. This is a struggle. Maybe it doesn't have to literally be poverty, you guys. Maybe it doesn't have to literally be like you are isolated, but it's very much a struggle being presented to you. It's a feeling of loneliness, and it's a feeling of not having enough. Perhaps that's why there is a call for you guys to reserve or conserve your financial situation, your money, and to work harder. And again, that working harder could have a lot to do with you financially. It could also have a lot to do with you mentally and emotionally working hard to ensure that you are healthy to continue on. We have the Justice card here, you guys, and Justice is talking about balance coming into your life. Justice is essentially representing things leveling out, equaling out, fairness, right? Perfect. We have the World here. This is wrapping up cycles and closing out chapters, okay? This is saying goodbye to something that is no longer... It's not even like we have to say goodbye, because it's like this chapter is just closing out. Like, it's just the end. So in the next 30 days, you guys may be experiencing some type of like ending or some type of closing. We also have the Sun, which is really beautiful, especially because I feel like this reading has been not the happiest. So the fact that the Sun is here representing an energy of joy and love and sitting in the sun and basking in the warmth, I think this is really beautiful. All right, let's get into some more. Can I please get an astrology card for group number 4? Okay, perfectionism, being very analytical, being a planner. I know not all Virgos are like this, you guys. When I'm speaking in group readings, I have to speak generally, okay? If I don't have more information about your situation, I have to speak generally, okay? This is very much the energy of perfectionism. This is very much the energy of planning, being really efficient at doing a task, all right, you guys? So there is that. And then we also have Jupiter here. This is growth, expansion, and abundance, as you guys can see here. This is also the planet of luck. Sometimes this is associated with travel as well. Okay, I just have to say this. This is not for many of you, but some of you may be reaching a settlement or some type of like a court-ordered payment. I don't know if this is child support, if this is like alimony. I don't know if there's, again, like a settlement. Whatever it is, that may be something that is going on as well for some of you. That story kind of, the way that this is lined up kind of looks like that. But for others of you, I really am just seeing this overall as an energy of, again, needing to make a decision and to protect yourself. The decision that you are making, the path that you are going down, whatever you are faced with in the next 30 days, you need to make sure that you are looking out for your best interest and not trying to play the card of like, don't be the sacrificial lamb, essentially, is what I want to say. Working really hard is going to be important in the next 30 days. Remain resilient, because there may be difficulties in the next 30 days where you're feeling alone or you're feeling like you are struggling financially. Balance will come. All right. Perhaps the end of a tough cycle is approaching. The Sun is here and Jupiter is here. So I see that very much in a positive light in regards to the next 30 days. By the end of the 30 days, things improving. We have Courage. All right. So maybe you guys making this decision or dealing with this choice is calling upon you to be courageous. You guys may be sleeping better within the next 30 days, maybe not during the 30 days, but within. There may be more restful or peaceful sleep happening. Maybe you guys are having really vivid dreams as well. We have true love come to me. It says true love shall come to me as I do wills, so mote it be. Some of you guys may be encountering a true love. This does not have to be romantic. This could be a best friend. This could be a soulmate who is not romantic. It could be romantic as well. It could also be a pet. It could be an array of different things, you guys. It doesn't necessarily need to be romantic though. Can I please get a message for group? Perfect. There is a solution for every problem. There most certainly is a solution for every problem, you guys. So that is what I feel like this message is trying to like communicate, right? There is a solution to every problem. You guys need to look forward, look ahead to that solution, okay? Don't allow the problem to swallow you. We have resilience, burn away the past. And that is essentially what the World card is talking about, you guys. When we have resilience and we have this like burning away of the past, you know, they go hand in hand. That we're wrapping up cycles, we're closing out chapters. And that is what the World is talking about. And that is what this Oracle card is talking about, okay? So, can I please? Interesting. We have trick or treat. Mischief and play. Trick or treat. Mischief and play. With this, you guys, I want to remind you to protect yourself and again to look out for your best interest. The reason why I'm saying that is because the original idea of, or the original origin of like All Hallows Eve and the whole trick-or-treating thing, putting out the pumpkins, it was to protect against evil spirits. So I just want to encourage you guys again to look out for your best interest and to protect yourself the best way you know possible, okay? Forgiveness, reducing burden. That truly is what forgiveness is, you guys. And look, you don't need to forgive people if you don't want to. Who am I to tell you to forgive anybody? However, I do believe that that is a release of a burden. It feels nice to not have to carry anger. It feels nice to just express it, feel it, and let it go. It's a lot to carry. That doesn't mean that you need to accept bad behavior in your life. That does not mean that you have to accept the bare minimum or less than what it is that you deserve. Forgiving is really just a release. It's not holding on to that anger. So perhaps that is also something that's coming up for you guys within the next month. Can I please get a message for group the gambler, loss and risks? This is why I'm saying protect yourself, guys. I do believe that there is such thing as like a calculated risk, and I do believe that we should all take calculated risk, but I think at the end of the day, you have to look out for your best interest, and that is the message you guys need to hear over the next 30 days. The decisions that you are making, the path you are going down, the choices that are being presented to you, look out for your best interest, guys. We have the enchanter. This is deception and trickery, and this is exactly why you need to look out for your best interest. Something may be presenting itself to be better than what it is, or to be more luminous than what it is, or more loving than what it is, or more grand than what it is. And at the end of the day, nobody's going to have your interest at heart the way that you do. Okay? Can I please? The house. What is a house, guys? Think about what is a house. What is a house? A house is protection. It's stability. Protect yourself. We have the young man. Maybe some of you guys are needing to protect yourself against a young man. I'm not saying this to instill fear or to invoke any type of like, oh me, oh my, everybody's the enemy. All I'm saying, you guys, is within the next 30 days, I think it's really important that the decisions that you are making, again, are based in you guys thinking things clearly and looking out for yourself. We have judge, which is interesting because we also have that justice card here, which again makes me feel like things are being equaled out. Okay, this was also a very quick reading, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and pull one more card for you, and then I'm going to let you guys go. Can I get a message for group? All right. Close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. And then we have criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and acceptance. Love and acceptance. I'm sorry. Love and accept each other as you are. Your relationship will magically transform. So love and accept yourself as you are, and your relationship with yourself will magically transform. The other message with this card, you guys, is you can't change anybody. You can't change anybody. So if you want them in your life, you either need to accept them as they are or you need to leave. You need to let them go. You need to move on. But people don't change unless they have a desire to change. And oftentimes people don't change in a way that is radical enough to make a difference. People become more of who they are, okay? People change in ways that is more in alignment with who it is that they are. They say that about money, right? Money doesn't change people. It makes them more of who they are. So I want you guys to be very, very, very conscious, again, of the relationships in your life and conscious of how it is that you are protecting yourself moving forward. Some of you guys have things that need to be put to bed, burned away. But yeah, that is essentially what I have for you guys, group number 4. Thank you guys so much for allowing me to read for you today. If you guys are looking for a personal reading, I have personal readings available in the description box. If they are out of stock, you guys can go ahead and email me or message me on Etsy. And yeah, that's what I got, you guys. So thank you so much for allowing me to read for you. I appreciate you. I love you. And I'll talk to you guys really soon. All right. Bye.